Hey, what's going on everyone, this is iReviews back with another video, and iOS 18 has been released on beta for a few weeks now, and it offers some really cool new features and changes. But what are some of the features that will actually change the way you use your iPhone on daily basis? I will show you guys 10 of those. These features will actually change how you use your iPhone and are pretty cool. One of them will be right here on the home screen. So when you go to your home screen and you want to add a widget, you would usually go here, tap the plus button right there with iOS 17 and then search for the widget. Well, with iOS 18, all you have to do is just go ahead and 3D touch on the app. Of course, the app has to offer widgets, so let's go with news right here. You can see we can switch from an icon to a widget as easy as that. You can even switch, of course, to multiple different sizes, from the small to the medium and to the bigger one. And even if you have a widget set up on the home screen, you don't want it anymore, you can just convert it into the icon of the app. So here I have the widget for the news. I can just go ahead, tap right there and turn it back into an icon. This is an amazing feature that Apple has added. It will make managing your apps and your widgets really easy. Next up is a feature that you will be able to find under the accessibility settings. Now this will probably be useful for a lot of people. Head on under accessibility right here, and what you will find here is a new feature that you will be able to find under touch. You go here and there it is, sound actions. You go here and you will have a few different sounds. So we'll see the sounds right here. You can practice any of them. Your iPhone will let you practice so you make the sound as it should be in order to actually turn on that action. Now what you can do with these sounds is that if I go here to click, for example, I can just choose any of these actions I want, and whenever I say click, it will actually perform that action. So you will have different actions here, even the shortcuts. If you just want to launch any of your shortcuts using that sound action, you can do that. So it's pretty awesome. You will have your accessibility shortcut right there, system, and then all the accessibility features which you can use basically by just making the sounds that you see right here. Next up is eye tracking. Now eye tracking will make the difference for a lot of people. Apple is always doing amazing with the accessibility features that they add to iPhone, and eye tracking is actually really good. They did this, they released it since beta 1, and it's actually working very smooth and as it should. So you enable it right here, and what it allows you to do is that you can just basically with your eyes focus on an item. If I want to go back here, I just focus there and it reads basically your eyes and will do just that. Will allow you to control your iPhone completely simply by using your eyes. So again, this will be a life changer for a ton of people using their iPhone on daily basis. Next up is the RCS feature for the Messages app. Now we have been waiting for this, and we hope that it will be released with iOS 17 or any of the updates of iOS 17. It didn't happen, but it's finally here. Now, even if you have iOS 18 beta on your device, you might not see this feature as I don't have it here right now, but that's because your carrier has actually to enable it. And of course, it will happen really fast. As soon as iOS 18 gets out to the public, it will most likely be already enabled by most of the carriers. So with RCS, you will have a ton of new features when you're having a conversation with someone that doesn't have iMessage. So pretty much most of the most popular features that we have on iMessage will be available to you when you're talking to someone without iMessage. And you will have things like reactions, typing indicators, read receipts, and all that. All these cool new features are coming to your device on Messages app with iOS 18. Now another really cool thing is math on iOS 18. So if I just want to calculate something here to send it on a message, I don't need to go to the calculator app. I can just type right here whatever I want, and once I type here equals, it will actually show me the full problem here if I want to send it, or I can just pick the result right here. So if I just want to calculate something, get a result and send it on a message, I can just pick the result right there, tap the send button, and it's good to go. Now another one will be the toggles that Apple has added to the control center and the lock screen. So it will have basically the same that you have on the control center on the buttons of the lock screen as well. Now you can just open any app you want directly from the lock screen of your device. Of course, most of us have a few different apps that we use a lot during the day. So instead of just being stuck here with the camera button and the flashlight button, you can just pick anything you want. Now what's really cool is that, of course, when you change, if I change this on this lock screen right here, when I switch to another, I will have different buttons. So I can have two different apps right here, but when I switch the focus to my work, then it will show me, of course, the work lock screen, in which I can have two different other apps that I use for work. So that's an amazing feature to have. Finally, Apple has done it, and you can just now pick any app you want to place on your lock screen. Now another pretty cool feature that is coming to iOS 18 is third-party apps toggles. So the toggles that we have on the lock screen and the control center, these are from Apple, of course, part of iOS 18, but Apple is also allowing third-party apps to add their toggles. So that's pretty cool. Just think about it, having maybe a toggle on the control center or the lock screen where you can just tap and maybe launch a playlist from Spotify. That is amazing, and that of course will come as iOS 18 gets released to the public and the apps will push updates with their toggles included. That will also be a pretty useful feature that probably a lot of users will use on their device in daily basis. Now another one, we have a few here that are still not on iOS 18 but will come later on with the next betas, and then of course the public releases as well. Another one will be custom emoji, so you can just basically describe something and iOS 18 will be able to create you an emoji for that. So that's really cool. You won't be limited to the emojis that you have on your keyboard with iOS and just wait for the updates that come to emojis to maybe get the emojis that you want. With this feature, you will be basically able to have any emoji you can think of. Just tell your iPhone what you want to create and you're good to go. Now another thing that is coming to iOS 18, it's still not here yet, but will come with the next AI features that Apple is releasing to iOS 18, is the ability to summarize web pages on Safari. Now there are apps of course that can do this, but if you just want to do that, you will have to have the link from Safari or open a page from Safari to that app in order to get that summary of that website. Now you will have that feature included in Safari. As easy as that, directly from any website you can get a summary of anything you're reading. And last but not least is of course the home screen. One of the things that has changed the most with iOS 18 is of course the new home screen, where you can just pretty much now do anything you want, place the apps anywhere you want. You will be able to create like your own custom setups. There will be probably videos with a ton of different ideas to how to set up your icons to make your iPhone of course look really cool, but at the same time be more functional. Now Apple is allowing you to do that instead of just of course changing the color here to the dark mode, which is really awesome. By the way, you can also just place the icons anywhere you want on the home screen, and that's pretty awesome. If I have like these icons, you can see I have a few here. If you have some icons on the page, like I have a few different ones right here, you don't need to have them at the top and always reach for the top there. You can just place them all down here, so it's much easier for you to use your iPhone with one hand. So that's another great feature that Apple has added to the new iOS 18. So that's basically it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that like button. Of course, subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you on the next one.